Yes?
How many rooms you got?
Looks into the
Roomy?
counter real fast.
Fun with that?
Yeah.
Pulls up what looks to be a small board.
Three rooms.
Oh, we got plenty. We've got 7 of them open, so 3 rooms and a tab under the 9.
9. 9.
Just 9.
9 will do.
360.
9.
Yeah.
N-I-E-N. 9.
Oh, that's true.
Claudia Sheed.
Yeah.
Claudia Sheed.
Let's ask about
Claudia Sheed.
Yeah, go get her.
Oh, you're just gonna go
Go get her.
Claudia?
As you're shouting this out, like some people start looking over, kind of curious as this very ostentatiously dressed tiefling starts shouting. Essentially, the owner of the tavern out in the center of the tavern. No one seems to make any physical action towards it. However, Wessick kind of points over towards it and goes, she took some time off. She's up in her office. Sorry.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Ooh, our office.
That was very effective.
Got an office.
I've normally find just shouting people's names really loudly tends to bring them to your table.
Right. Wonder where her office is.
We could look. Have we had food and drink yet?
Yeah, you guys have eaten.
Okay.
Yeah, and now you're in the process. You don't have to roleplay every meal.
Like Grover style.
Has to roleplay every meal. Anybody feel like going up and giving old Claudia a door rap at her office?
Oh, thought you were going somewhere
I
else
know, right?
for a second.
No.
Well, I'm interested either way, so I'm going to stand up and start heading upstairs and trying to find.
Bored. Let's go.
Come, unpleasant one. Let's go.
All right. Obnoxious one. I'm with you.
All right, so
I'm just going to look for what looks like an office, for whatever door seems most inconvenient.
at a quick glance, the one on the landing.
One on the landing it is.
What the fuck was that?
Wow, y'all.
We've been hanging out far too long, guys. This is a problem. There's you know about the religious control, correct?
We're slightly aware.
Vaguely.
They
Wait, what?
frown.
Yeah.
What do they frown on?
Grace of the Platinum Dragon.
There are, for well over us, they're kind of
Just
pacing
don't
their
believe what
exit.
you hear. It was a huge orgy. Just naked parts everywhere.
You missed
I
it.
figured it wasn't Caleb was lying to us the
I
whole
know.
time.
Maple syrup. They had like little Tic Tacs and
Did
all
you guys
sorts of chocolate chips. Lollipops galore.
Usually in orgies like that, they don't let you stay unless you're a part of
I
it.
don't
He's
know
not
about
sticky
that.
with maple syrup, he's lying.
Tongue bath.
Oh, nice.
I notice the way that you eye things on occasion.
I'm not stealing anything right now. so-
Well, not right now. That's fine. That's fine. And I would hate to get in the way of any of your business. Your business is your business, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But you know, it's good to remember that there are people who need what they have. There are people who need every bit of what they have, and there are people who would be much happier if they had a little less.
How do I know which is which?
Well, that's a skill worth developing. That's a skill very much worth developing.
If the people look like you and Caleb, they probably need it.
If they seem grumpy or angry and seem overly concerned with an enormous amount of money that they happen to have, or using it to just be mean or cruel to somebody, that's probably a sign that they'd just be much happier if they just knew exactly who liked them. And the only way you could ever really know if someone likes you is if you don't have anything over them. And the easiest way to get to that honesty is if you don't have anything.
So you're saying steal from grumpy people?
Oh yes.
Shitty people specifically.
Unless they're grumpy because they don't have enough. Because if you're hungry, you get very angry.
I do get really
You
mad.
get so angry when you're hungry.
No.
Which kind of grumpy is Bo?
Bo has way too much.
Oh.
So you should probably take some stuff from Bo.
All right.
That's fair. Bo really needs to know who likes her.
Oh, no, it's grumpy.
Oh, no. It makes sense when you're in that shirt.
Makes sense when you're.
Molly, do you need to pray over your swords? I don't know how
Oh, I
often.
did it before you woke up.
Oh. Well, next time, could you include me in it? I don't know if maybe it would help me with my skills.
Sure.
Yeah.
Happily.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, actually, no problem.
Morning, Jester.
Pouring drinks and getting food orders situated.
So we're going to the blacksmith, and then we're getting Molly a bath.
And
then,
me, and me, and me.
And you. And then are we looking for job postings? Like maybe some work?
You're welcome to take a look at the job postings if you don't want to take a bath, but I'd highly recommend a bath. Baths are great.
They really are.
Is it like a fancy thing?
Yes, very fancy.
Is it expensive?
Entirely depends what you think it's worth.
Are you doing this?
I prefer to keep it on the down low personally.
Yeah, of course, and not to alarm you, I only meant that if we are going to be paid for our escapades, a reputation anonymously might help. If we belong to that name.
You want an anonymous reputation?
Oh my gosh. This is perfect. Because if we're called the Mighty Nine, people will expect it to be a different group of people.
Because we're just 6.
Curiosity.
Dunny, that was not our intention.
Well, it's not just me. I mean, you are vomiting salt water, and you are getting into fistfights with people. I don't know what you're doing, and you... Look at you.
Wait.
Look at you, there's always the worst. Look at you.
I'm well aware. This is entirely for the sake of my mirror. I'm very well aware. I propose a plan.
You killed its baby.
I did. I feel very bad about that. But he was gonna kill us,
I have a
so-
plan for this.
Yes,
I have a
Bob.
plan. We're going to take our scrap and we're going to sell it so that we have some money.
Yeah.
We're going to take the good feelings from that money and we're going to spend it on hot water and inappropriate friendly nudity. And we're going to have a discussion about what we're doing with heat, steam, water, and a little bit of cash.
Okay, you're super insistent about this, so I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, I'm down for it too.
Because
My God.
now I feel like it's real important to you.
I just find it's easier to have this conversation when just everyone's sitting around naked in hot water.
Molly, I expect you to lead this escapade.
Deal.
Please, lead on.
Sure, boss. They're our first bathhouse.
I take 5 steps and I go, I don't know where the blacksmith is.
I'll lead the way.
All right.
5 steps in a circle.
Snitches get stitches. Stitches are just stitches. Stitches get snitches. I've learned one thing in my travels: always hit the bathhouse first. Every major town.
Didn't know.
That's the thing
I
to
am,
do.
for the record, tattooed a lot.
Like everywhere.
Explain the tattoo.
Okay, so I apologize that there's no art yet. I'll get around to that. There is a snake tattoo that curls all the way up the arm, that goes all the way up into the peacock. That people have seen the top of the peacock, but the peacock is actually roving into a big floral piece that goes down into a snake that is kind of swallowing the hand.
Nice.
There is an eye in a pyramid piece with another eye illuminated above it that seems to almost go into the hairline all the way up the back. And then there's a moon and sun connected to like the sort of the shoulder piece that all interconnects. The whole thing is very complicated.
Is it all upper body?
It is all upper body, yeah.
What about the Prince Albert?
Except for it's, yeah, do you actually know what that is? 'Cause- yeah, no, I don't know.
She knows a lot about that. Very glad that you're back.
I vouch for her for what it's worth.
Which means a lot, Molly.
It means what it means.
I'm Molly.
Molly, what else do you do around the hot bath spa place?
You run into your friends who are also heading in odd directions. It makes... I tend to find it's just easier to look into somebody's eyes and figure out if they're lying to you if they're naked and boiling.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I expect things to show up and then they don't. Can be very disappointing, but it's all right. I'm sure it'll show up.
It'll show up, of
Yes.
course it will.
Not that it matters if it doesn't.
The trick is.
We're clean, we're relaxed, we're ready to go into a sewer.
Fitting. Absolutely fitting.